today I will be teaching you how to make some easy, homemade, tasty cinnamon rolls. So in my bowl, I have 2.5 cups of flour. Overall, we're going to use 3.5, but we're going to set aside one. Now I'm adding 3 tablespoons of yeast. So we're just going to add that. Go ahead, girl. Now we're basically going to add salt, 3/4 teaspoon of salt to be exact. Not too much, just a little right there. There's Araya checking to see what mommy is doing. Now we're basically gonna be adding 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. So always ensure that when you're doing doughs, like for example these type of doughs, then it's granulated sugar. Always. Alright, so now that it's added, we'll basically be adding 1 large egg at room temperature. However, we're going to put our egg in something first. We're going to crack it in something first to ensure we don't add any spoiled egg to our mixture. I'm just whipping all the other stuff in the flour. Whipping, okay. We're back at whipping again now. Okay. Alright, so we cracked our egg. Our egg is good and ready to go. We're going to set this aside though, because we're not just ready yet. And we're going to divide our butter. I'm using unsalted butter because we already added salt to our mixture, so we don't want it to be too salty. So we're basically using unsalted butter. So I'm just going off calculations in my head at this point. So I'm just dividing the butter based on like the tablespoons that I think I'll be using. Yeah, you can follow my guide if you want it a little bit easier, but if you want to be exact, then you can always type in Google the equivalent to tablespoons and so forth. But I just always do what I think. A baker always changes a recipe, always. So basically now we have our warm milk at the side. We had to warm the milk so that it can activate the yeast. Now we're adding our butter to the warm milk and we're gonna whip that butter in after. So we're whipping again, we're whipping. Okay, sis, whip. Okay. So we're just ensuring the butter is whipped properly in the milk so that when we add it, everything comes together perfectly. Bear in mind, this is the first time I'm baking cinnamon rolls ever. So this is my first try and we're gonna see how it goes. Alright, so we're gonna add our egg first. So we're gonna add our egg and whip it in basically. As I mentioned before, we're only using 1 egg for this mixture. And then we're gonna take our time and add in our milk mixture. Remember, we do have 1 cup of flour set aside. So we're basically using 1 cup of milk now. But we also have 1 cup of flour set aside to add to the mixture. You're going to add that little by little after we're finished adding all our milk and butter mixture. Alright, so now we're going to use our other cup of flour mixture. Right, 1 cup. To be honest, looking at that flour right now, I look like I spoil something, but we go carry on. We're not give up. Go ahead, sis. Okay, I don't know what provoke me to use that and mix in the flour, but okay. Okay, at this point, girl, take that flour out of it. Take it out. Just look at me. Okay, finally. So now we're putting our dough all together. We're kneading, and we're just scraping all our flour from the side of the bowl, adding a little bit more because we look like we spoil it. But we're not a quitter. We're moving forward. Alright, so our dough look like it's coming together. So we're cleaning our area because we'll be flouring our area so that we can give our dough a nice knead. And bear in mind, when you're kneading the flour, you use a hand motion where you fold and push back, right? I learned that in food and nutrition class from Miss Singh, the Alvernia High. We're making a ball. We're gonna put our dough in the bowl. After that, we're just gonna knead a little bit more. Kneading. Okay. Yeah, we form a perfect ball. We're gonna put it in our bowl. Again, another tip from Mrs. Singh's food and nutrition class. You can rub a little oil on the flour. I chose to use butter. And then we're gonna cover it. And we're gonna put our dough aside to rise for an hour. Look at that. Just look at that. So after all, we made perfection. Punch it in. We're gonna roll it out. Now we're gonna be basically adding or filling. So our filling will consist of 1 cup brown sugar, ground cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and butter whipped together. I'm, however, just brushing a little butter over it before I add my filling, so that it gives it that nice, hear me now, nice texture. So we're adding our filling. Make sure all your filling is used up. We're not wasting anything around here. So we're just adding all our filling from the very top to the bottom. I don't know why. I didn't realize my camera wasn't set properly enough for you guys to be seeing everything from all angles. But we're just working with this. Alright, so we're gonna attempt folding our flour, but before that I had shredded some almonds that I wanted to add to it, just to give it a little crunch and nice taste. So I'm adding that to my filling as well. You can make it a choice whether you want to use almonds, pecans, if you want to use any nuts or no nuts at all. That's an option. As I said, you don't have to add it, but I just wanted something else added to the filling, and I thought the almond would give it a nice little taste. Okay, sis, we're gonna try to fold that dough. Remember, it's our first attempt, so we don't know how we're gonna do, but we're trying here to fold.
Tell myself I'm determined to fight.
Okay, we're not giving up, we're pressing on. We folding, we're folding, or we're rolling. We're rolling, sorry, we're rolling. Hey, me, we're not friends. Cause, and answer the line and me cry now. Me cry. Look on the door. I never saw me see it. It wasn't supposed to be like that, but we're not giving up as I said. We're carrying along. All if it not roll perfect, it going use. So we're gonna cut our dough. I have a dish set aside, a casserole dish set aside that I had buttered. Here we go. So we're just gonna cut and add to our dish. For the rolls to come out a little bit better, you can use thread and kind of just like when you tighten something and put it in between so it will cut the flour properly instead of using a knife. I didn't have any thread, so I chose to use the knife. But that's a tip. So now we're cutting. Nervous bad. I don't know how this will turn out. First try, but nothing beats a try. We're not wasting anything. Well, part of it will be wasted, but I mean, peace can come off of that, so why not? Alright, so that will be wasted, unfortunately. But look at these. Look at these. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now look at these. Look at these. See, if we did give up, we wouldn't know how it would turn out. And now look at this. So now I basically just made a little bit of sauce, like I caramelized some sugar, just added a little milk, some almonds, pimento for a little taste, Now I'm adding it on top of my rolls. The minute I take them out the oven, it's better to add it hot when the rolls are hot so that it will kind of what's the word I'm looking for? All right, tell you what, if we're gonna do it properly when it's hot. I cannot find the word. Okay, sorry guys. So we have added that. I had some of the almonds left, so I'm just adding that because we're not wasting anything, as I said before. And now, boom, baby,